Well, let's wrap the show with a bit of health information. No matter where you land on the COVID vaccine discussion, we thought it important to offer some perspective from Dr. Pyle Coley.
Dr. Coley, it's nice to have you here in the backyard.
Hi again, Danny.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm not quite ready for winter yet, though.
I don't think many of us are. Oh my goodness. So, okay, today since we're talking about winter, we're talking about vaccines in general, a little bit of COVID, a little bit of flu, but I want to start with the COVID vaccine. Obviously, there's been a little bit of hesitancy for people, and some people just don't want to get vaccinated. What have been the main reasons that you've been hearing?
You know, I'm hearing really three reasons. The first is the short-term risks, or it hasn't been studied well enough. It was developed a little bit too quickly. And to those people, I would say that this vaccine has been given to hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah.
It's actually been studied more than really any other drug that we get approved in medicine, which usually is only given to a few thousand people before it gets full FDA approval. So I feel really, really comfortable that we have very good, solid data in a lot of people. The second thing I'm hearing is about the long-term risks. Well, we don't know what it's going to do to us in 10 or 20 years. And I have to tell you, looking back on vaccines, which have been around for decades, they don't cause effects many years later. So it's sort of like saying I took penicillin today and I had a rash in 25 years.
Right.
That's not going to happen because it's like a drug. It goes in, it gets processed, and it comes out of your body after it induces the immune reaction. So we really don't see delayed reactions occurring to vaccines. And the third reason, which is the one that upsets me the most, I think, is the politics. You know, when I tell my patients you need a tetanus shot because you fell on the road, they put their arm out.
Right.
There's no argument about what's the data on the tetanus shot, why do I need a booster, should I get it, should I not? But with this particular topic, it's just become a hotbed of conversation, I think.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. Let's talk about, too, just the fear of vaccines in general. So people that may have developed a fear for the COVID vaccine maybe are not getting the flu shot now?
This is a real worry. It's called vaccine fatigue.
Sure.
We've been talking about vaccines all year long, and now the winter is coming.
Right.
And flu is going to be around this year more than last year because we've taken our masks off. We're getting together again. And so it's really important to get that flu shot this year. And I know that the vaccine fatigue can get to you, but you remember every time you get a vaccine, you give your immune system a little workout, you get it in shape, and getting one vaccine actually protects you against non-specifically against other types of infections. So every vaccine is sort of like a deposit in your immune system savings bank. So we really want to be sure to go and get that flu shot this year.
I like thinking about that. And, you know, I want to talk to you about the flu shot in general. Is every flu shot the same?
No, it isn't. In fact, there's many different types of flu shots out there. And most of the times when you go to a pharmacy, the pharmacist will pick for you based on your age. But there's the one that we're using this year is a quadrivalent inactivated. So it means it has 4 strains of the flu and it's inactivated. So you can't catch the flu from it. But keep in mind that there is a live type of flu shot as well, which is one that goes in your nose. It's a spray. It avoids the needles, but that's definitely not something that you should get if you're pregnant, if you're immunocompromised, or if you're a young, if you're a young child, talk to your pediatrician about it because it's giving you a little bit of a weakened live version of the virus.
Okay, good to know. And we can get our flu shots at a 9Health 365 fair, correct?
You absolutely can. So the fairs are back this year. They will be in late September and most of October. And it's really a great place to go and not just get your flu shot, but also potentially get your COVID shot as well if you haven't gotten that yet or need your second round. It's a nice opportunity to talk with a healthcare professional if you have any questions, if you're one of those people who's still not quite sure about whether you should or shouldn't get it. And of course, it's a nice place to even make sure you take those kids to get them vaccinated for the flu.
Great. And like you said, too, I think it's really important to mention again, they can answer all of your questions there. It's a great place if you have any questions when it comes to COVID or the flu shot, maybe how both of them work together. This is a good place to go.
Definitely is.
Awesome. Dr. Coley, thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny.
Good info. And 9Health fairs are back this year. They run from September 25th through November the 13th. Check your nearest location and pre-register for your health screening by visiting 9healthfair365.org.